Good morning, sisters and brothers. This morning I want to hearken back to my youth, if you will. I was a child who loved television, movies, all that type of stuff. And I loved, more than anything, the Saturday morning cartoon shows. Now, if you're of my ilk, you probably know the ones I'm talking about. Yogi Bear and his little buddy Boo Boo and that kind of stuff. Well, after a while, those sort of morphed into something else. And I remember, I have this memory of Yogi Bear and all the different Hanna-Barbera characters coming together for a group event. It seemed that the place where they lived, well, it just wasn't quite what it used to be. The air was just a little bit more polluted, and the ground was well, they had a little more litter, and people were just not as nice as they used to be. And so the group of friends come together and they build an ark, which flew. Don't ask, it was a cartoon. And they all pile into the ark and they go off in search of the perfect place. They even had a theme song called The Perfect Place. No, I'm not going to sing it to you. You're welcome. But as they travel around the world looking for the perfect place, they go to a number of different locations, and they start off with great promise, and yet each of the places they stop has its share of problems as well. And they find that this is not the perfect place, and so they get back in the ark and they keep looking. And they keep looking, and they keep looking, and ultimately what they find is that, where we came from may not have been the perfect place, but it's better than what we've seen thus far, and so they travel back, and they wind up back where they started. Now, if that sounds a bit familiar to you, you might be thinking, well, Rick, that sounds an awful lot like another great children's movie, The Wizard of Oz. And you'd be, in fact, correct, for that is the plot. Dorothy is whisked away from Kansas to this wonderful land of Oz and only finds out that being home was better all along. But here's where Yogi Bear has it better than Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz. For when Dorothy woke up back in Kansas, she realized that there's no place like home. But that didn't change any of the problems that existed at home. Yogi and his friends, when they get back to their home, they set about making the place where they live their perfect place. They clean up the litter. They find a way to cut down on the noise and the air pollution. They clean up the water. They embark on a whole series of improvement and self-improvement processes. This is the key, and this is where Yogi Bear gets it right, where Dorothy's not quite there yet. There's a lesson for us, isn't there? For we too can make this world the place we want it to be. We don't have to accept the status quo, and we don't have to go searching for some mythical perfect place. We can instead focus on making the world we live in a better place. Small steps, not large steps, small steps, individual things that we can do. So this morning, I hope we will listen to the wise words of Yogi Bear. That's right, that great philosopher Yogi Bear, and work together to try to make this into our perfect place.